Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how you can get a watercolour effect in your sketchbook by just using coloured pencils, and it requires no paint whatsoever. I think that this is a great way of adding some colour to your sketchbook without actually, colouring anything in or painting anything. So for this video I am using the Faber-Castell colour grip pencils, and I'm actually just using those to sketch out as well, which is what I'm doing right now. So once I've done the sketch, I then go in and kind of lightly shade the areas that I know will be kind of darker than the rest of the image, so the hair, the contours, that kind of thing. And then I take my paintbrush and just some plain water, and then I go over those areas really lightly, and it kind of smudges the pencil around and creates this watercolour effect, which I think looks really nice. And you want to make sure that you don't use too much water, unless you're using a watercolour sketchbook, because in most sketchbooks the paper isn't designed for water. Now my sketchbook says it can hold a light watercolour wash, even though the page is still warped a little bit when I did this, so you want to be careful with that. And then I just make sure my pencil's nice and sharp again, and I go back in and add details to my sketch as it kind of gets lost when I add water. So for this you can use any coloured pencils that you have. Mine are actually kind of a mid-range price, and they are actually water soluble pencils, so that means that they react well with water. Now I have tested this on some cheaper versions that are also not water soluble, and they do work, but they don't pick up the lead as well as the water soluble ones. So just bear that in mind if you try this with your own pencils and they're not water soluble. However, you can try this technique if you have watercolour pencils. They work well, they really react to the water, but the only problem with that is that your line work will kind of melt into the water as well, so you have to be very careful with that. Also, you should bear in mind that the darker your pencil strokes, the more colour you'll get when you use the water on top. So for example, when I draw the pupils of the eyes, I do them quite dark, and then you'll see that they have more of a richer colour when I go in with the water. And you can also do this with any colour that you want. I just happen to be using pink, but it works with any colour, and you can even mix the colours together on the same drawing, you know, so like use pink for the line work and blue for the shading, or you know, something like that. Also, another tip is to wait for your water to dry after you've done the paintings section, before you go in with the details again with the pencil, because you'll see in this sketch here that I am too impatient and I jumped the gun a little bit and decided to go back and do the details of the hair before the water was actually dry, and then it made the pencil really dark and I couldn't fix that. So yeah, that's just another tip, just be careful of that. And all of the supplies that I use will be listed in the description below, as they always are. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!